Hey, what's going on? I'm Chuck with another episode of the Millionaire Mindset. Today's topic is let your income be your fuel. Let it drive you. But before we get started, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you know when I got new videos. You can keep up with the topics. You can comment. I can reply back. You can let me know what the next topic might be, some things I can do differently. And we can just converse back and forth. We're family. We locked in. But let's get started. By letting your income be your fuel, that can be your biggest motivation. You're getting paid by the value you bring to the market. What I mean is you take someone that works at McDonald's. They're not going to get paid a lot because they're not bringing a whole lot of value. Yes, they're feeding food, but any high school or young kid can do that job. And you take someone else that may do customer service. They get paid a little bit more because they're providing the customer service to a person. They're answering the phone, they're taking a payment, they're selling them something, they're doing something. And then you move further up on the food chain, you may think of a doctor or a lawyer. They're getting paid more significantly because the value they're bringing is more of a value. Just like a CEO may make millions of dollars where they're managing a million, billion, or maybe $1 trillion corporation, and they have to make sure everyone gets paid, make sure the shareholders make their money, make sure they're profitable, taxes are paid. It comes with more responsibility, and with more responsibility comes money. So you just figure out in life, what do you want to fall in at the food chain, whether it's 30,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000. Now, all that's based on your knowledge, your skills, your abilities, your stress level, how strong your mind is, or you're introvert, extrovert, or you're a critical thinker. Everyone is not made for everything. You take someone, they may be able to install a car radio, and then you get the next person and they may not even be able to paint a wall correctly. So you have to find something that works with your skill set and your mindset. That also determines your income. You have to see a path, a vision, a ability. Someone else may see ability where they can say, hey, I can open a restaurant here. There's not a restaurant in that 5 mile radius. Now you may open up a barbecue spot, a chicken wing joint, and you're bringing a product and a service to a group of individuals that don't want to travel outside of their community to get food. Now this is good. Now, of course, the price, the markup, the rent, all of that plays a role in how much profit you would generate, how many employees you have. But again, let your income be your fuel. It's your driving force. You think people that speak or comedians, they get paid great money depending on how big their name and their brand is. You think of Eric Thomas, or you think of Tony Robbins. I mean, they're pretty far up there on the speaking realm. They're getting paid the big bucks, but they've had a brand. They've been around. They're getting big contracts, big deals. So that's the value that they're bringing to the market, and their income definitely has a lot of fuel in it because they're at the top of the food chain. You don't always have to be at the top of the food chain. It just depends on what you want out of life, the path you're trying to take, the type of life you want to live, the house you want to live in, the cars, what kind of school you want your kid to go to, what kind of ring you want to buy your wife. Do you want trips? Do you want vacations? All of this plays a part in it. Do you want to drive a BMW? Do you want to drive a Chevy? Do you want a new car? Do you want a pre-owned car? These are so many questions that must be answered and need to be answered before you can know what path you want to take in life. Do you want to go to Florida every year for vacation, or do you want to go to the Maldives? Do you want to go to the Rockies? Do you want to go to Paris? I mean, all of these dictate which way you go in life, the direction you take, the path you take, the career you take. Also, the more money you have, the faster you can move. You can get more things done in your business, in your personal life, whether you hire people to assist you, or you can get people to do things for you. It takes money to make money. For example, you can be an audio installer. You can move a lot faster with 4 employees than just working for yourself, because we all know you can call yourself an entrepreneur, but if you're doing all the work, you still have a job. You're just self-employed, but you're the sole business is based upon you working. So if you get sick or you don't show up to work or you're lazy or you slow, you won't eat. And if you do that too many times, you might begin to lose weight. So we have to keep that in perspective too. But once again, let your income fuel you. Now, early on, you can think of some different ways to diversify your portfolio. You may do some type of investments to offset whatever business venture you're in, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you have a job. You can diversify your portfolio. You may invest in bonds, REITs, stock market, crypto, whatever it is, so that your income can work on this end, maybe while you're investing in your 401k through your job, or you may have some rental property that's bringing in some income. But let your income keep growing, because inflation will never stop. And as long as you live, you will always need money. Your kids will, your significant other will. So just keep abreast of that. Stay motivated. Stay focused on the task at hand. We do need money. Now, a lot of people say money isn't everything. No, it isn't everything, but you need it to do anything, from medicine to housing to operating a vehicle to caring for your pet, your loved one, food, shelter. You can pay all your bills and get in your car and have a flat tire. If you don't have money to buy a tire, now you got to roll around on a spare tire until you can get more money. That's why you use income as fuel, as a driving factor. And that's why cars run off gasoline. It is the driving factor. And once again, it takes money to buy gasoline. So let your income drive you, motivate you, move you, and keep you grounded on the right path, so that you can live the life that you want and get some of the things you feel compelled to buy while you're here on this earth. Another reason to let income be your fuel. Sometimes we get stuck in a rut. Divorce, breakup, dead end job, layoff. Life just comes into play. But long as you have a vision and a plan in mind, hey, I want to buy a bigger house. I want to buy a newer car. I want to send my kids to this college. I want to leave this amount of money for my children when I pass away. I want to buy this kind of pet. Once you keep something to strive for, to live for, to reach for, that gives you a better life, a purpose, a direction, and a plan. And when you have something to strive for, that's just like a football player running towards the end zone. They have a direction, a plan, and a path. Now they have so many downs to get there. And of course, if you get more yardage, you get more turns to keep going. But initially, they only have 4 downs. But if you can get it in 1 or 2, that'll be awesome. But most of the time, it's not going to happen. Life is the same way. Once you have a plan and a course and a direction, then you can proceed that way and just start working on it each and every day until you chip a piece off and get closer and closer and closer until you reach it. And then when you reach that, you're going to come up with another one. So it's just like working out. You might start it off benching 100 pounds. You bump it up to 150, 180, 200. Now you at 250 before you know it. And now you're reaching for 300. So life always has increase. It is human nature to want more, to do more, to have more. Even when we reached the point where most people think we're being greedy or we should be satisfied, but it's just human nature to want more. You think of any woman that has over 100 pairs of shoes. She's way surpassed the point of wants and needs. Now it's just programmed to keep buying those shoes and those dresses, or people that get their hair done every week or their nails done. It's past the point of necessity. Now it's just what they feel compelled to do. It's normal to them. It's a part of their life. It's a part of their wardrobe. So let that income drive you and let that fuel be a part of your mindset and your daily goals in the path that you have outlined for you. Who knows? A family member may need you, a friend may need you, a church member. You never know who you can help or uplift or benefit from you choosing to win at life and excel and go down this path of greatness so that you can align with your goals and abilities and talents. And besides, you don't want to be mediocre anyway. You want the best for yourself. I mean, think about it. Your kids look back and they say, man, I had an awesome dad. I had an awesome mom, an uncle, an aunt, a granddad. How do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered as a quitter or a fighter? Someone that made it to the mountaintop or someone that started at the bottom early on? By aligning with that purpose, you're building up your mindset, you're building up consistency, you're building up great habits that when you wake up early every morning and you get that run in and you drink your water, you eat your fruit, you eat your vegetables, you wake up with that fire inside of you, you got tenacity, you got a path, and people around you will see the change, they will see the benefit, and some of them they will be attracted to you. Some of them you'll run away because they're not about that life. Either way it goes, if you keep doing it, the right people will align with you. The things you're trying to attain will align with you. You will find a way to get them. You will find a way to navigate problems. And you will find that most things that we deem as problems are really not problems. They're just situations, and we just need to come up with creative ways to think, navigate them, get around them, get above them, get below them. And it's temporary. It's just a part of life. But you have a brain. You can see, you can read, you can write, you can smell, you can taste. So you use all those skills and abilities to get what it is that you want out of life. And you'll be surprised how far you can go. So don't count yourself out. Don't give up. Let your income be your fuel. It's going to be the biggest test. It's going to be the biggest reward. It will let you know what value you bring, how important you are to the world. You may have started out sweeping or mopping floors. That doesn't have to be the end all be all. You could have started off with a missing tooth and a bad wig. Now you got the best weave and you got a pretty set of veneers. It is not over. This is not the end. You came too far. You are a magnificent that has been created to win. You are designed to win. And anyone that thinks differently, block them. Delete their phone number. Don't talk to them. Ignore them. They can be a family member or significant other. It doesn't matter. Block them out. Get rid of them because they are jealous. They're hating and they want what you have. They want your spot and they're not willing to do the work, but you are. So work on yourself each and every day. Get that income up, get that money up, get your credit up, and just get yourself together. You will feel so much better when you got your priorities in line and that income hitting right, that credit hitting right, that diet hitting right, your body is feeling good, you're exercising, and you're drinking water, and you're just doing the things that you know you should do, and you don't have anything or anyone sitting around subtracting from your greatness, and you just focusing on positivity, growth, and you're just trying to take things to the next level, and you're reaching and climbing for the top each and every day that you wake up and you're above ground and wind is in your lungs, blood is flowing through your brain, and you're just thinking and you just align yourself to tap in and you get that energy and you getting in vibration with your one true purpose and call